steady like this. Steady, pull. Leg up. Grab right close. There. Twist it. Then pull.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Coach Tim, Gorilla Hapkido. I made a quick video. I'm going to show how my Gorilla Hapkido, some highlights of me teaching here in Tampa, Florida, where I've been the past 4 years. But before I get started, I want to actually share with you just a little bit of my own personal journey in Hapkido. I started Hapkido actually as soon as I got out of high school when I got to South Korea. Before that, from the age of 11 until 19, right here in America, I trained in Taekwondo and Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. So it was like night and day. I took classes where you were allowed to kick and punch only, and then I took classes where at the time you were allowed to grapple only. I never had classes or a chance to train both together. And then, I graduated high school, joined the military, requested to go to Korea for my first duty station, got there. I started traveling around town and stuff, looking for a place to train. Of course, at the time, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu had not made it to Korea yet. And I found a Hapkido school. And Hapkido was exactly what I wanted all in one. I mean, they wore the thick Jiu-Jitsu gis. They even had a black rank around the lapel. It looked cool. They did grappling, submission, control, joint manipulation. They did kicking and punching. And a matter of fact, the first night, the thing that caught my attention was they did grabbing from the kicking and punching. People were trying to throw kicks. They were grabbing a leg. They were taking them down. They were tapping them out, twisting their knees, doing other small joint manipulation and stuff. And I was like, that's it. That's what I want all in one. And that's what Hapkido is. It's a combination of the stand-up kicking and punching from the very electric Korean martial art of Taekwondo. And then that's combined with the joint manipulation, the submission, the holds, the breaks of traditional Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. And it's put together and it's blended in a very unique way. And it's called Hapkido. Oh yeah, there's just one small, minute detail. The Hapkido school that I finally found that would take me, because a lot of schools in Korea at the time didn't like to train Americans. They didn't like Americans. So the one that I found that finally did agree to take me was a little kid's school. And I had to do my Hapkido or learn my Hapkido at the beginning of my journey in a little kid's class. But many moons later, I found myself being able to teach, train, seminars, classes, and like you see right here, I'd be specifically invited or requested by Korean Hapkido masters to help or be their demonstration guide so they could show videos and stuff. So it worked out very well. God bless. I got to serve my country and spend the first 3.5 years of my military service in South Korea training in authentic Korean Hapkido. And I hope you like it. Here's how I taught Hapkido, Gorilla Hapkido, the past 4 years here in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah. Okay? You notice my leg under his arm, my other knee on top of the tricep. So you can actually see, you can really break his arm if you press it a little further. At this point, because it's so much pressure already, we don't have to go further anymore. So about very good, you can see it. Okay?
Hey guys, it's Timbo here, Old School Labs. I'm with my son Aiden. Here is your first episode of our new Gorilla Hapkido series, arm drag variations and alternatives. Arm drag, very basic, very standard technique you see in wrestling, MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but we're going to take it to another level, because actually if you think about an arm drag or a wrist drag, it's a wrist grab, just like you see in Hapkido. So we're going to take some modern day approaches and we're going to add some traditional Korean Hapkido methods to it. First one we're going to do, Aiden and I are squared off. Today I have my right foot forward and I'm going to use my left hand first, just like I'm a wrestler. My hand, the palm of my hand is going to go right to his nose and his eyes. I'm going to push hard just on his head. That way, yes, hand comes up because he doesn't want me to push on his head. He's going to grab my wrist. I wrist grab. As he grabs my wrist to get it off of his head, my free hand is going to come up. I'm going to grab the inside of his tricep and I'm going to make a connection with my shoulder. Connection made. Now when I pull, I turn and drop, say a nage. Drop, say a nage. Take my palm and push up on his head and put some pressure. He doesn't like that. He's going to use his head and he's going to grab my wrist because he wants to take it off of his face, a wrist grab. So as soon as he makes contact, I grab his tricep, my hand goes, and I pull. I come forward and I pull him in, making my shoulder make connection to his chest. From there, I can turn for my drop, say a nagi, or I can use my front foot to get him from an outside sweep. I can point to the ground, nice slow circle, turns his shoulder, straight over. Other hand, please. Straighten your legs, cross them nice and slow, bring them up to me. Where's the money, Aiden? Huh? Hey guys, how you doing? It's Coach Tim here. I'm at Success Karate. Just finished an awesome Gorilla Hapkido class. We're going to go over what it was today. When someone grabs your sleeve. So if Aiden grabs my sleeve, first and foremost, I want to move back. I don't even want him to be able to grab my sleeve. If he's stepping forward to grab, I want to be able to step back. Sleeve, I want to get this slack out of his arm. I want to be able to step back so his arm is straight and give me better arm bar platform. Make sure that this hand right here doesn't grab me. So as he grabs me with this arm right here, I'm going to cover and I'm going to step back. My hand comes up. That way he walks into my elbow. I can stop anything, head butts, punches, strikes. So now, everything that he could hit me with when I'm trying to grab, my eye, my nose, my temple, my ear, my cheekbone, my chin, anything that can cause damage, goes inside this little neck. Now my hand, after I make sure that he's not going to hit me, my hand makes just a cover right over. I'm not going to grab and try to bring this off. I want him to be trapped here. My cover is just going to go right over his fist. Now I'm going to bring this up nice and tight. Nice and tight. I'm going to step forward and I'm going to pretend like my shoulder is turning him over. Nice slow circle. My hand went down. I grab his tricep. I ring back just a little bit like I'm cleaning a towel. And at the same time, I push his hand just a little bit. Nothing really happens when I push his hand forward. Nothing really happens when I pull back. When I do it at the same time, it causes a little bit more stress to help him come down. My knee never goes on the ground. Give me the other hand, please. Straighten your legs. Cross them. Bring them up nice and slow. Who knows this guy? Police. What's that?
I want to be bigger like me. So he's little. You take advantage of the little kid.
Right, go ahead. So he grabs, that grabs. I come up, small circle. He's on the ground. I grab. I might not be able to ring because he's bigger. I'm still going to hold this up. Give me your other hand, please. Other hand, other hand, other hand. Cross your legs. Bring them up nice and slow. So, take a deep breath. Breathe out. Close your eyes for a second. I just want you to think for a couple of minutes. That you're training. It could be a partner that you know of, it could be someone in here. I just want you to think in your mind, you're training in the most perfect training scenario. Whether they're throwing kicks, they're grabbing you, they're wrist grabbing you, they're doing grappling, and you can counter, like the whole fight it's working out your way, the way you want it to. Just take a couple of minutes, your best techniques, your best counters, just keep fighting strong. Okay, to be honest, it's never gonna happen like that in real life. maybe we're getting on the ground from a scuffle. Maybe he's got me into a headlock and he's stepping in front. Yeah, his feet are in front of my feet. So the first thing I'm going to do while his hands are connected, I know I have a little bit of time. He's not going to punch me yet. I'm going to block so he can't pull me down to his leg. My hand's going to shoot over his thumb down. I find his nose because it makes his head go back. As his head goes back, his body weight leans. I hook under and drop it. So what do you do if the guy's actually hunkered down and his head is down and turned away and I can't find his nose to get him to go back? I still need to get out of the headlock and get him on the ground. Both his hands are locked, so he's not hitting me yet. I'm going to block. I can't find his nose. So what I'm going to do, instead of trying to find his nose and waste time, I grab his shoulder and I pull his shoulder back just a little bit. I hook his shoulder, no thumb, gorilla grip, like in jiu-jitsu. Pull his shoulder back. I hook his leg, but I don't have him back far enough to pick him up and throw him. So what I'm going to do is pick his leg up, and as I pick his leg up, I do the same heel scoot that we were doing for our kicks at the warm-up. Now, he's trying to pull. I use my hands to face first. Once I get that, step over, find my foot, bring it in, and I sit. Now from here, I've got to break this grip. He's held the grip from standing all the way to the ground. Here's how I'm going to break it without hurting my neck. He has me in a headlock. If all I do is bear here, and try to push back, it hurts him and it hurts me, and whoever's stronger wins. I ain't stronger than most people on the street attacking me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down on his neck, and I'm going to roll my body that way. It opens the grip, it puts pressure, it straightens the arm. Now, most people in jiu-jitsu, but this ain't jiu-jitsu. This is gorilla hapkido, and we're on the street. I want his arm push up and torch his head until he lets go. Now he's on the ground, I'm on the top. What do I do next? This is gorilla hapkido, and we're on the street. I break, I pull the arm up, I step out, straighten the arm, now my knee comes right on top of his elbow. But the thing is, and I mean this with the bottom of my heart, you know, if I'm in like an MMA fight or a competition fight, the guy I'm fighting is skilled. You know what I'm saying? He spends a lot of time, you know, critiquing his techniques. But the guy you fight on the street's not skilled, and he's not even thinking right. You know what I mean? Like, he might not be crazy, but at least for that minute, he's mentally unstable. You know, he's drunk, he's mad, he's got emotions, something's going on. And all he's thinking about, regardless of why he's fighting me, whether I started it or not, he just wants to punch me in the face. He wants to throw a haymaker punch and hit me in the face. Just like you guys just threw a baseball. Like, throw the baseball to me. Like, back up a little bit. Don't act like I'm right here. Throw the baseball as hard as you can. That's a haymaker. That's what people on the street throw punches. Go. Ready? Go. 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 So the first thing I'm going to do, all we're going to do, we're going to build it up a little bit more. My two hands are going to turn like this, just like I'm trying to get like some money, like I'm homeless or something. They're going to go right on top of my forehead. Does everyone see that? These elbows are literally like spears now. Boom, right up to his chest. It hurts. I don't care how big you are. It hurts to get elbowed in the chest. Now, he goes, just punching me. I'm going to back up. Throw that punch again. Just hit the air. Throw the haymaker. His body's coming forward. Did you guys see that? If his body is coming forward, throw the punch at me. Throw the punch. Boom. He's already blocking. He's doing his damn thing. If his body's coming forward to throw a punch, and I'm coming forward to get out of the way with my elbows, he's going to run right into this. Does that make sense? If he's my height, his face is going to get hit by this elbow. Just step out with your own foot. Does that make sense, guys? If he does it from this side, he's a righty. Boom. Crowbar, my hand, step. That's all I want you guys to do right now. If he tries to overweight me, my crowbar keeps him away from me. Does that make sense? I'm pulling him to the point that I want to drop. I know for a fact that if I go here and pull him, he will fall over something, okay? If I sit down and keep pulling, he's going to drop over me. So from right here, I'm already leaning. This hand's going to keep pulling. The only thing that needs to switch is this. That's all I need to do. Okay? It's not an arm bar. I'm just going to hook it, okay? So from right here, switch to here. Are you good at break pulling? Okay. So he's already leaning off of his heels. He wants to fall over. I'm coming down, okay? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn and drop. So the drop say 90. First one, 60% of the time, it works all the time, okay? But here's the thing. He might be my brother. You know, it's not even my brother-in-law or my cousin or something that's just acting crazy at a barbecue or, you know, having a little too much to drink. He wants to see what I know. I'm not going to throw him down on a picnic table and break, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt him like that. But I do need to get him off of me, okay? So this is why the next one will work. Also, the reason the next one works is because I'm not going as hard on someone. If I'm not going hard on someone, they're going to react different. If he's bigger and stronger than me, throw your punch. That doesn't matter. Throw your punch. Boom. If he's bigger and stronger than me, I try to step out and pull, he might not let me. Man, it's good work so now. So throw the punch again. Boom, okay? So if he's my friend and I don't necessarily want to pull him, or he's stronger than me, he might bring this. As simple as if you pull someone, you're going to bring that leg to base out. Now I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I can't do anything because he's based out with that leg. Boom. I need to move that leg. So he's got that leg to base. Boom. Okay? I don't get trapped up in a sweep. I don't have to do a hip throw. Literally, he tripped over his own leg that was stopping him from falling down. He did this to me. So he throws his punch. Boom. I try to step out and pull. He bases out. Now, this foot right here just needs to get behind this foot. So, from here, I'm just going to throw a knee. You okay? Yeah. And so, how about you? I'll let you see. He throws his haymaker. Boom. I pull out. He steps out. This foot comes up to go behind. Does everyone see that? Sure. So all I have to do now, I take him down. It didn't hurt him. He didn't slam on anything. He didn't land head first. He just went gently down over my leg, and I never got my leg stuck under him. Okay? The worst thing I want to do is take someone down, and now I'm down. Oh, God. Now I'm grappling the dude. Okay, so the first part is I'm sitting up, boom, just like this. I pull the gi out a little bit. My thumbs are down, my elbows out. I stand up on that side. I chicken wing and I sit back. As I sit back, it's very easy to open his guard. Does everybody see that? Because I'm sitting on the side like that. Sorry. Okay? I sit up on that side, I chicken wing and lean forward, and I break his guard open. That's number one. Number two, my thumbs down. I pull his gi out. I punch right into it. Pull his gi out. I cover my own fist, and I stand up on that neck. I put pressure on his neck, stand up, come in, turn my leg again, and push down and ride. You okay? Thumb down, open, I like to actually grab, just like you do with slaps. Boom, punch down, grip, open, cover, push down while I'm standing up. Pressure on his neck, stand up deep, pinch, and push. That's number 2. From right here, he's trying to roll a little bit that way. He rolls that way. I use the lapel. I punch down to the floor. From the floor, I reach over. I grab his lapel. I don't step over. It's not a grappling hold. I grab his lapel, and I just tell myself what time it is. One more time. 2 hands, punch down. Sorry. Lean over, thumb in. I grab and I zip up. Now I just ask myself, do you know what time it is? And I neck crank him. Just like that. From the mount, same side, I pull out, I grab. I can't zip straight down. He's not going to let me smart. He's going to grab my arm. Whoa, I'm in trouble. But from here, he's not fighting the zip anymore. He's fighting me slamming his head. I get straight down. Raise my hand because number 1, it looks cool, it's flashy, I look like I'm a wrestler. Number 2, he'll grab my hand and stop me. Raise my hand over, slap down, pull in, and choke. If I want to be cool and do a yoga headstand, mount, I'm sitting up, same side, zip, zip, zip. Straight down, grab, turn, lean towards the arm that's over, and get my choke. Gi lapel choke. Saj can do these lapel chokes from standing, side control, mount, side mount, bare elbow mount, whatever. I love lapel chokes. I love your gi. Looks good. So that's how you do it. Any questions? Thanks a lot, Adam.
Right here.
What's up, buddy?
When are you going to be walking around the street in your gi and get into a fight? McDonald's drive-through? Sure.
So, what? Nice and slow. Now the camera can see you feel humble. And then when you finally get both your hands under, and then you shoot your head, trip, knee on belly, slap, 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 arm bar. Okay? Wow. Go. Humble. 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 Into the humble fight. Go under. 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 Under, pummel. All right, you can do it. All right, put your arm. Grip. Grip me. Keep it balance, right out. One. Last one. Pummel. Under. Swim. Get the underhook. Win the underhook fight. Both your arms are under. Yep, push back on me. Push me back. Grip me. Whoa, I'm down. Get the knee on belly, quick. Knee on belly, strike. I'm blocking, grab the blocking arm, step over. Arm lock. I'm coming around. Don't let me get it. Pull the arm. Tap. Strike. Catch the arm. Yes, step over. Arm lock. Arm lock. Wow, let's do it again. Strike. Striking. Hands up. Grab the arm. Step over. Arm lock. Get the arm. Hook it. Don't let me get tight. Hey guys, what's up? It's Tim here. Die Hard Wrestling. We brought one of the most dedicated, one of the most up-and-coming, promising MMA fighters. Bam Bam, all the way from New York. He's been down here training with us. We're about to put him through the ringer. Hey, I'm gonna put my gi on, my sumo gi on, okay? my official patches, not just one of my official patches, come off my own gi right here, my favorite gi. You've been training hard. You use jiu-jitsu in the right way, not just for your own benefit, but for the better of life, your life. I would be honored for you to be a part of the Die Hard Wrestling Gorilla Hapkido family. Hey guys, what's up? It's Tony Horton Gracie, and I'm standing right outside one of the toughest Hapkido schools in Tampa Bay. Practical Hapkido. I'm about the dojo storm. See what's tougher, Practical Hapkido or Tony Horton Gracie Jiu-Jitsu? I think I know the answer. Here I am, Tony Horton Gracie. I'm at the biggest, baddest Hapkido schools in Tampa Bay. I'm about to dojo storm these guys. I'm about to walk in and we're going to see first.
Yeah. What are you doing? Stop that stuff.
No,
Come on, just be yourself. Come on, just do some training. Stop that. Important stuff. Let's go.
Okay, so we were talking about bisecting angles of attack. Got our strike here, and as I'm coming in, I've got this downward angle, this one, and I'm going to add the bisecting, where I'm going to add it in this rotating, this ulna and radial bone to lock up into each other, while adding this downward angle, and you've got bisecting angles of attack that way. Now, for the most part, this angle of attack is down right here, so here is the angle of attack. So I'm going to add a bisecting angle of attack. So if this is my attack here, I need one to go this way, where I'm going to take this wrist and rotate this while I'm coming down onto it. Now I'm locking up this ulna and radial bone, and I've got bisecting angles of attack. Okay, makes sense so far? Okay. Fire point here. I've got this angle of attack here. So where's my bisecting? It's here. I'm going to add this to it along with this, so I'm combining attack planes. And every time you combine things, you start to increase its effectiveness just that much more. Just like when you grab something. When you grab something, don't just grab it. Grab it! Take a finger and dig it into something. Add that extra element to it, okay? So, the challenge to you is, when you're doing your techniques, look at the angle of attack as primary, and look at what is the bisecting angle of attack, and apply that, and see if you don't get big bang for the buck, all right? Again, I'll mention one last time, because it kind of came up again tonight. Right here, this way it'll be on people's video. They can see it right here at the heel of the palm. This is a very important place. Come up here and this right here. Right here. When I trap on a hand, my ring finger will automatically go to this point. So if we're looking at a Z-lock, here's my fulcrum, 1.2 point. All I gotta do is that, and he's down. And I can add a bang bisecting angle of attack to that. So anyway, that was real quick. Now you do your homework. Phil Poplinsky, Practical Hapkido, train smart, train hard. So, hi.
Oh, you're still recording. Sorry.
No, please.
I mean, what I was saying, yeah, if I can push that, Tony Horton, Gracie, yeah, as he was saying, yeah, if I grabbed a big chunk of fingers and I started rotating that way, maybe I would straighten out and ring two ways, bisecting angles and stuff. The problem is with Tony Horton, Gracie, people don't expect me to do wrist locks and arm bars. They expect me to do a little bit of a leg lock. You okay? Perfect. So the same thing. I can sit here from a leg lock and try to do a straight leg lock, or go ahead and sit up. I can intercept. So instead of just doing a straight leg lock or a straight ankle lock, I'm going to do the same thing the Grandmaster said. I'm going to intertwine and lock, and now I have his angles and his knee going down this way, while I'm cranking back up this way, or I'm rotating this way, and everything. So, don't just think Hapkido is twisting wrist, because it's also twisting legs. Tony Horton, Gracie.